Welcome to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. This video is going to take you for a walk through a condo that's going to cost you roughly 100 American dollars a night, right in the heart of Playa del Carmen, just steps from the famous 5th Ave in the beautiful Playa del Carmen beach. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the beautiful Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Just for context, we have a map here and I'll circle this section right here. This is the CRUZ Con Mar Condo. It's located on 32nd Street, just steps from the famous 5th Ave. Now I'll also circle this section right here. This is Park Las Fundadores. This is also where the ferry dock is that comes in from Cozumel, and also located here is the bus station. Now I'll also circle this section right here. This is Chedraui. This is what probably the best grocery store in Playa del Carmen, and it's just steps away from CRUZ Con Mar. Okay, here we are at the end of 32nd Street. Now the really good thing about CRUZ Con Mar, we're gonna look up at it here, is that this is not a throughfare. This is the end of the road. There's not a lot of traffic. So there's a mangrove right at the end of there, and you cannot go from here onto the beach. As a result, there's no cars coming down here. So if you're a light sleeper, it is incredibly quiet at CRUZ Con Mar because you don't have any cars rushing up, and you don't have any people walking up and down here at night either. Now these are mangroves. The odd time you might see the odd coati or monkey coming through that area, but the good thing about this place is it is quiet. So we're going to head in here into the lobby of CRUZ Con Mar, and I'm just going to come on over here and show you where the parking is. If you are driving down here, or if you do have a car, there's also a bunch of books there. If you're into trading books, you can read one, take one, put it back, etc. There's a bunch of them there. Just going to come out here and just show you what the garage looks like. Also, if you are staying here, you have to bring the garbage down here. This is where the garbage receptacle is. And clean, look at the floors. You're looking at the mangrove, and like I said, the odd time you'll see a coati in there. Coati's like a little raccoon or something, and you'll see some monkeys in there also. 24-hour security. Now, if you've got an issue with security and you want to make sure that you are safe, this is a great condo for that. We've got 24-hour security. You've probably got 4 or 5 people that are in and around here making sure nobody's entering and coming up to the pool or using the weight room that should not be there. You can also, if you're a digital nomad, you can hang out at that table right there. There's also a washroom down here, which is a nice little perk that if you are working at that table, you can use the washroom here. Clean, it's good, and the proximity to being down here also is another good thing. Stairs, we are going to take the elevator up just so I can show you the kind of scenery, because when you go up the escalator, you can see the view all the way up of the beach and the ocean out there, and it's just kind of another little perk that makes CRUZ Con Mar a really good condo. So as we kind of go up, we're going to head up to the 6th floor. That's the roof. You can see the mangroves, and as you come over the mangroves, you are going to start to see the ocean or the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see the beautiful colors, and you're kind of looking over Mamita's Beach Club right there also, which is also another great beach club if you're looking for one. So here we are, we've come up to the top floor, and we're just going to do a little walk around the pool, weight room, what to expect, the views. There it is. And the elevators, I've never really had to wait for an elevator. So here's the weight room. You basically got this one machine here, and you've got a little bit of cardio stuff. The most people I have seen in here at once is 2 people. So if you've got a little circuit you want to do in here, or some weights, or you want to get on the treadmill or something, you're looking out at the ocean. Not a bad vista. There's 2 treadmills. Looks like we've got an elliptical there, we've got an ab thing, and we've also got some weights. And like I said, it has never been crowded. The most I've ever seen in here are 2, and the vistas are good if you want to get on that treadmill and you want to do either a walk or a run. It's also air conditioned if you don't want to go out in the heat of the day. We know Mexico can get hot. Now there are the do's and don'ts while you're on deck, and they're pretty strict about it, which means it's going to be a clean deck, it's going to be safe up here, and one of the best things about this place are the views. Now this is roughly a 25-meter area. We like to do laps every morning, but if you're a swimmer, you like to do laps, it's roughly 25 meters along there. And there's some shallow parts and there's some little kind of nooks and crannies, but look at that view. Like, the view is magical. It's one of the best views you're going to get from a rooftop pool in Playa del Carmen. And if you get out here early, you can get these 2 chairs right over here to the right. And like I said, I just think that's probably one of the best views. We've also got some other good chairs back here. The sun tends to kind of come up over the water, so it's nice to get that morning sun. So we're going to walk down here, and you've got a lot of umbrellas there. So if you want them, they usually bring them out really early in the morning. It's good to get up here, get some chairs. There's some free chairs here, so it's not like it is packed and crowded. There's chairs available. They are padded. They do have these umbrellas, so it makes for a really good positive experience. There's also a bar here. So sometimes they have some tunes going, and sometimes there's parties up here. Oftentimes we've seen people that either own here or rent here, and they'll have a little party up here. Got a nice big table if you want to cater and you want to bring some food in from somewhere. There is a bartender usually in the afternoons. There are little steps that go down into this pool, so there is a little shallow area there for the children if you've got some children. And then there's a little bit of a deeper end. There is a shower once you get out of the water after your swim or just kind of hanging out and you're cooling off. It's a nice shower, it works, and it is good. So I'm just going to kind of give you some length of the pool views here. We've also got 3 or 4 condos that are exiting right out to the pool there, and they are, you know, really nice condo options to have. You'll see people sitting there, and you can just kind of fall into the water and go for a little swim if you want at any time. So we like to get up here in the mornings, you know, around 9, have a nice swim. Probably hang out for another hour or so before it gets too hot. Other people, will see them come up between 10 and 11, get their chairs, and they're out for the afternoon, reading on their phones, maybe digital nomads working on a computer. There's Wi-Fi up here, and you can see this guy just kind of laying out. It is an unbelievable place up here. Great vistas, some of the best views you're going to get in Playa del Carmen in a condo. You are basically just on the beach, but you don't have all the traffic and the cars and the foot traffic coming by here at night to keep people up. Well, I'll give you a couple seconds here just to enjoy this view from the rooftop pool of CRUZ CON MAR, and we are going to head down 2 floors, and we're going to do a room walkthrough and give you as much information about the rooms. Let's go. All right, we are going to do a walkthrough of a 2-bedroom at CRUZ CON MAR. Now, there are 1-bedroom apartments here and 2-bedroom. Now, this is one of the bedrooms. It looks like we've got maybe a double bed and a single over there. Also TV, smart TV, got a desk here if you do need to do some work, and a bathroom. So this is one of the bedrooms, not much of a view. Up over that kind of the view there is a pool. So you've also got plenty of closet space there. And like I said, smart TV, and the washrooms just look really clean. I don't know, is that marble? Just super sturdy. Shower pressure is really good. sink, everything's good. It's just clean. It's been well looked after. What do you call that? A rain shower head. Like I said, probably the best pressure I have had in Mexico. So not much of a view. You got 2 beds there. One looks like a double, one looks like a single. Plenty of closet space, and that's one of the bedrooms. That's as soon as you come in. Now, this is a little perk here I didn't know was going to be part of it, but there's just a washroom there, a 2-piece, no shower there. But this is if you're having company over, they can use that instead of going into one of the bedroom bathrooms. So as you can see, the symmetry between all the bathrooms with the same colored stone. So another added perk here is washer dryer in Mexico. Small in the closet like that. There you got your water heater up there, and these guys threw in some perks of some lawn chairs and stuff. So now we're going to come out to the living room and the kitchen. And kitchen again, solid. It's a 4-burner. A lot of times you don't get the 4-burner in Playa del Carmen. You get a 2-burner, and we've got the oven underneath it there. A lot of times with some of these condos, you only get a 2-burner and you don't get an oven. So this is definitely a little, level up. So you got a 4-burner there, and you got the oven. Double sink, another kind of up kind of charge there. You've got the microwave. And the other thing is this fridge, I guess you get the French doors there, and you got the freezer down below. Surprising, like that's kind of a North American size there, and it is another kind of perk. Now that is the longest couch I have seen in Mexico, and it's comfortable. It's got that little kind of ending there so you can lay down. So loving that living room, and I'll come back into it in a second. So I guess this would be called the major bedroom here. You've got the fan, so when you combine the fan with the AC in there, you've got all the controls there on the wall. So that is, I think that's a king. You've also got another TV here. This is one of 3 TVs, smart TV, got a lot of channels, and a couple side tables there. Gonna go into the washroom, exact same kind of walls there with the stone or the marble. Great shower pressure, like I said. Very happy with the showers, very happy with the, it's only a single sink there. That would be one of the things, maybe you'd want the double sink. And, but just symmetry throughout. You've got similar, the bathrooms are all kind of at a really good high quality, and really happy with all the bathrooms here. So you've got 3 bathrooms there. So there's the TV, as I said, pretty big room here. You've got the fan over top. You've got the AC settings over on the side there, and then we've got a big balcony, and we've got a big door to get out there too. So if you like the cross breeze coming in, that's you can open that up. There's also an opening here into the living room. So that seats 6 right there. So obviously you can have 4 people here, but you could also have people on the couch there. So you could probably maximum 6. Loving the kitchen, just simple layout. You got the fan there, and there's the AC coming out the top, so it's centralized. So couch, good. And then you've got another TV out here, which is also a smart TV. So you've got 3 TVs, all smart TVs, plenty of channels, and a lot of North American stuff in there too. So you can sit at the island there with those 4 chairs if you want to eat there. Floors are clean. This is just a really clean place. You got a 6-seater here. We've had a bunch of parties here, but you can basically only have about 6 over. Now here's another little perk. You've got the hot tub out here. Jets, it's good. It's fun on a really kind of hot night to be out here. Got these bean bags. Now a lot of CRUZ Con Mar balconies don't have these bean bags, but once you get in those bean bags, you don't want to get up. So there's another resort over there, a lot of foliage. This is looking up towards 5th Avenue. You're a couple hundred meters from 5th Avenue, but you can't hear anything here. I've just been amazed about how quiet it's been. And then you look this way, you see the next place over, their balcony, and then you see the ocean. And the sun comes up directly over those trees right there. So walk out here every morning between 7 and 8 and you get sunrise. So you got a few perks there with that hot tub. It's fun. Jets are fun. Takes a little while to fill up though. But there is the windows are a little bit higher. You don't get a lot of sun coming in that it's beaten in on here. And up top there, you've got the centralized air conditioning. You got a 6-seater right there. You've got a beautiful kitchen. And I'm going to say thanks for coming along on this walk. CRUZ CON MAR room, go through. It's been awesome. So I'll say ciao for now from CRUZ CON MAR in Playa del Carmen, Mexico.